Doy.
Greetings.
All right, there we go.
The Vanguard sensors have detected a series of anomalies scattered across vast areas of Earth's surface. These regions appear to be devoid of most natural life and are expanding at an alarming rate. Fleet Command has urgently redirected the Warhawks to recon one of these dead zones. The target destination lies within the flooded ruins of Rio de Janeiro, the epicenter of the largest dead zone we have identified yet. Your team's mission is to enter the ruined city, establish a base of operations, and then locate and eliminate the source of the devastation.
It's definitely good to
Rio is crawling with infernos.
incorporate real-world locations here.
Once they become aware of your presence, they will come for you.
A little more grounded in like some kind of reality, but then just a little more emotion attached to it, rather than just some like weird place that's vaguely Earth-like. Abandoned to flooding seawaters, 2046. Makes sense. Only 20 years ago, guys. Get there while you can.
Whole city appears to be destroyed. Flooded. Full of some strange fog. We'll sit down in that dry spot and make our way on foot. Blockade. We're on the ground. Orders. Heading to the abandoned research center.
Copy,
I
Nomad.
will make them pay.
Trip has tagged the site, about 2 clicks due east of you.
No place to hide.
Remember, the hostile presence in this area is unknown. Let's get to the bottom of this and get you back as quickly as possible.
Ah!
What? Hostiles. Weapons free.
Stupid
Free.
fiends.
Awaiting further orders. What next?
Ah!
No place to hide.
Did not attack move further.
Awaiting further orders. I'm all set. I will listen.
Wow, okay, they call this a Vakruka. But whatever it was called initially, unless it's like a different version of the thing, it got thick.
Here's the base. Stay sharp. Give me the rundown. What next? I'm all prepped.
That's the new Gaunt, by the way. Quite tiny, actually. I guess I didn't really think of how big the centaur-looking thing would be after the update.
I will make them pay. What next? I'm all prepped. Give me the rundown. This place has been abandoned a long time. Maybe we can get it back online. Look for a way to restore power.
Base building in my RTS. Thank God.
Give me the rundown. These bastards killed so many innocents. It's our turn now. I'm all prepped.
Or what did I get? Still have my armor and stuff, and now I have charged field aura, passive. And that's another thing that I can only have one of, an aura. Health generation and attack speed. To mechanical.
Let's get this base operational again.
So they updated the Bob, which I didn't think was really necessary, actually. I thought the Bob was fine. Okay, they auto power build.
I'm all prepped.
It sounds like they changed their voice lines as well.
Train some more servos so we can fortify the site.
I actually thought the Bob was one of the more charming things. I mean, there were some complaints about
Now for our barracks. If they don't know we're here yet, they will soon.
We're building like infernals. Is that a campaign thing or? Huh. I don't know. But yeah, I know there were some complaints about the Bob being too much like an SUV, like the acronym, I guess.
Construction complete. Now for habitat. It'll boost
I
our
never actually
supplies
got
so
it.
we
That's
can
why
support
I'm
a larger army.
struggling to figure out what the other reasons people didn't like the Bob was. I never really got it. I thought it was cute. I liked it, but okay. I mean, I don't hate the new things, and it goes a bit better into the less cartoony aspect. I would say they look more like SUVs now, though. So if that's someone's complaint, they won't be happy.
Let's bolster our forces right away.
All right, Lancer's still the
Give
same.
me the rundown.
All right, they're trying to teach me how to use the whatever they call this thing, which I never got used to. The quick build, or I guess is what it's called. I never got used to it.
We've got a foothold now, but we still don't know what's coming. Keep building up, so we'll be ready for anything.
No upgrades by the looks of things. Oh, no, Biokinetics lab. There you go.
You've got enemies converging from all directions.
I don't think the scout's really gonna help me in a game like this.
Oh, wait, damn it. They found us.
Magma
Defend
Dawn.
the base. What next? I'm waiting for their orders. Why wait?
One of the units I actually liked. That was funny. In a good way.
Primed and ready.
I'm all prepped.
I absolutely don't mind that this is following a similar structure to StarCraft's Use campaign.
Roger, sir. Readings in the city are off the charts, so you're on borrowed time. Get in there, find out how they're doing this, and put a stop to it if you can.
I don't know what that
Before they
blinking was.
regroup.
But the first mission being kind of just like run around, you know, and then the second mission being a bit of a holdout.
Awaiting instructions. New command. Construction commencing.
I don't know if they're going to give me the upgrades for the habitats yet. They haven't given me any upgrades for biokinetics, so probably not. Hacking in exo.
What next? Give me the rundown.
Ah! Okay, I think I have enough supply.
I'm waiting for their orders.
I assume they gave me less supply, so
Give me
I
the
was
rundown.
building them. Whoops.
I'm all prepped.
Yeah, we could certainly build more.
Primed and ready.
Command posts, barracks, balconies, lab. Oh, we can't. Okay, never mind. I was gonna. We need to build more sentry posts. Okay, I can. Never mind then.
What next?
I will still make more of these guys so I can repair.
Will follow.
I have auto repair already on.
I'm waiting for their orders. Heading there now.
All right, so I'm not just supposed to be holding out. I am supposed to locate the dead
I'm all
zone.
prepped.
Okay. My bad.
This fog
So
almost
different.
seems alive. The way it moves. Like a living shroud. The fog's receding. Somehow I think the infernals are creating it. I'm all prepped.
Woo! All right, so they kind of
Lights
go
out.
after me when I.
On their heels.
All right, then I'll wait for a couple more units.
I'm waiting for their orders.
Whoops! Sorry, Lancers. Does the dog have any additional abilities? No, I don't think so. Can use on the hint. I don't remember what that was.
What next?
They had like a scout, you know, where they bark and they would get like a bigger vision range. I don't know if that's what they're talking about. I forgot what it's called. They definitely need to heal. I don't have any med kits.
Give me the rundown.
Okay, more
Primed and ready.
It would be so nice if we could make turrets.
What next?
Or get upgrades.
Give me the rundown.
Alright, dog, what is it? Okay. Yeah, no, that's just the vision range thing. So they don't have they won't have pounce this game, I guess. Well, I'm sorry to say, dog, you're fairly useless. Don't mean to be rude.
I'm all set.
Shit.
On their heels.
Lol.
Their history.
I don't know why she was tanking in the first place. Alright, we can get new stuff. Phantom Guard, Bulletstorm style to teleport. 5 energy for every unit killed in Bulletstorm. Stim. Just number of charges of Guardian Core from 1 to 3. Grants Guardian Cores the ability to apply a shield. Oh, these are all very good, actually. I would like most of them, but I'll choose more
Awaiting
heals.
further orders.
Alright, maybe that's enough production
Give me the
now.
rundown. Time to raise hell. What next? I will make them pay. Their history. Awaiting further orders.
What shall I strike?
What next?
What you got? Axel reporting.
Yeah, this is...
Give me the rundown.
These units are pretty tough, man.
Making a beeline.
Focus fire the Magmadons.
Give me the rundown. What next? I'm beginning to think this isn't our world anymore. What next?
Located an infernal base. Engaging now.
Give me the rundown. I'm all prepped. Time to raise hell.
It doesn't say to keep her alive. I wonder if I can respawn her this mission.
Give me the rundown. I'm all prepped. What next? I will make them pay.
Oh, it's like a base.
Waiting for the orders.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
I'm all prepped. Give me the rundown. Their history. Time to raise hell. Awaiting further orders. Give me the rundown. I'm all prepped.
Ah, that's a lot of shit.
What next?
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, he's level 3. Oh, I would love to save him.
Our forces are under attack.
Make them pay. Awaiting further orders. What next? Give me the rundown. Awaiting further orders.
When's she gonna level up, damn it? Also, I feel like I've been making Lancers forever. Yeah, I just still don't have enough.
Instructions.
Just kidding.
Construction commencing.
Hopefully that doesn't block anyone.
I'm all prepped. Awaiting further orders. I'm all prepped. Quick
All right.
time. Give me the rundown. All or nothing. What next? I'm all prepped.
Find the epicenter. Destroy whatever's causing this and get back to the ship fast.
Awaiting further orders. Move this hide. Their history.
Alright, so I can expand now.
Making a beeline.
I like that. Was there a back way?
What next? Give me the rundown. I'm all prepped. I will make them pay. Awaiting further orders.
Plotting course.
Give me the rundown.
Oh, a little reinforcement squad.
Our forces are under attack.
What next? Give me the rundown. I'm all prepped.
How may I serve? Construction commencing.
What next? No
But I can't make any sentry posts, so it feels like defending this could be a little sketch.
Awaiting further orders.
Fear is for the enemy.
That plant life looks odd. Alien. I will make them
Construction
pay.
complete.
Unknown species.
What next?
I was hoping I could kill it.
Give me the
I
rundown.
think he just said don't touch it, though.
Awaiting further orders. Their history.
There's one thing that you should learn from watching alien movies. It's like, don't touch the weird looking plant shit. So it's fair, but I kind of still want to touch it.
What next? Give me the rundown. No place to hide.
Our forces are under attack.
Did you say?
Awaiting further orders.
Buzzing the source in the dead zone.
Time to
Oh.
raise hell.
Hello.
Their history. Give me the rundown. I'm all prepped.
Our forces are under attack.
What for what? Oh, one little thing? Come on now.
First to fight.
Heading there now. What next?
Oh, this guy. Oh wait, I thought he had more of an AoE. I wonder if they changed it. Locate Xenophora blooms. Oh, so that's a side quest. Okay.
What next?
How's that look? Right then, finish the game. Did I beat the mission?
Such arrogance! To think yourselves capable of standing against the host.
Damn it. Okay, oh well. I usually do the side quests. I thought defeating the final thing would be a little tougher. The brutal's not brutal enough when you actually get to macro. Which is pretty much in line with almost every other like Blizzard-like RTS I've played. I want to speak to Taggart. Go away. Ain't about that. Oh, we got a new room, though. Hello. Check this out. It's a giant mech. Oh, okay. Can't talk to her yet. Upgrade station. Not quite yet. Report to blockade first, so maybe then he'll send me that way.
Lieutenant, some news. A message came through from a small commando network. It's not a full-blown resistance like we hoped, but at least there are people alive down there still fighting. The Vanguard was close enough for comms to work, so I patched their leader through. Name's Riker. I expect to hear how it went from Admiral Moore anytime. By the way, Suyun's doing better. She's still working through some things, but she's agreed to put her skills to use for us. You should say hello.
Oh, hi. Still getting used to so many people. I, spent a long time by myself, you know.
Totally understand. I came by because Commander Barclay said that you were helping us. I see you've got your own space.
Yeah. The commander let me get back to doing what I used to do.
Blockade?
Engineering. I'm prepping a lab that can provide upgrades to your troops. Since you're still here, why don't you pick one for me to work on?
This is much better to have this. It's like a requirement of RTS now, I feel like. Alright, so to upgrade my Lancers, base damage by 2, heal for damage dealt, increase their health, tier 2 veterancy, which I kind of wish it would tell me what that meant. I don't remember what it means. Or upgrade to hoplites, which just sounds cooler. Power leap, 50% more base damage, attacks hit a cone. Oh my god, AoE? Okay, yeah, no, definitely doing that. I mean, it heals good too, but... Suppression fire. Movement speed of exos. Deploy ability to increase their attack range and slow enemies. Grants exos on attack, 10% bonus attack speed. For 2 seconds, 10 times stack, Jesus. Or allow exos train in pairs. Not too worried about that one. I think, you know, you just add more macro buildings. I think I'll go for this one, but I guess I went for Yeah, I went for the most expensive. No wonder it sounds good. Yeah, so this is the most expensive. These are the same. Okay.
This is great. I'm sure Commander Barclay told you we're dealing with dead zones that are threatening all life across the planet. The progress you're making here will help us fight back.
Yeah, well, good.
Right now, she doesn't really feel like too much of a main character. That could be a good thing. Like, we could see her evolve into more of a commanding presence, I suppose. You know, you don't have to be an asshole to be a commanding presence, but it just, right now, she kind of... Well, she sounds a bit like a teenager, some of the dialogue. Certainly younger than Blockade.
Quick update.
Which, you know, literally
The
she
Admiral
is.
made a deal with that commando leader, Riker. He's offering satellite access in exchange for a ticket off-world and credits to spend when he gets to Farway. You believe that? Despite everything, some people are still in it for themselves. Anyway, we're on our way to meet this guy and his dog soldiers.
I'll get prepped.
Oh, and fleet techs are still going through that data from Sigma Polar. We know the key was transported to a secure location, but so far that's all we got. Search continues. That's all for now.
Okay. I do not like the change they made to Riker. If you haven't seen his new model, it's definitely an interesting one. They made him look kind of like a Backstreet Boy from the 90s.
Hey, Mar. Dr. Tara Fletcher. Glad to see you're all set up.
Yeah, all that effort
Thank
to
God she looks
convincing the
much
brass
better.
to let a xenoarchaeologist tag along. Now we'll see if I can earn my keep. No pressure, huh?
I still remember the looks on everyone's faces when you and your dad presented to Fleet Command. Telling them Infernos had been to Earth 7,000 years ago.
Oh, they thought we were flat out nuts. It took every bit of evidence we had to win them over, and honestly, I think they're still skeptical. On the bright side, Inferno's left plenty of traces if you know where to look. Now with all of my dad's research at my disposal, I should be able to provide helpful insights.
Any thoughts on these dead zones?
Yeah, plenty. I'm working on a presentation, but the gist is this. Dad's research points to the fact that Infernals drain life and use that life energy as a kind of fuel for their magic.
So they're bleeding Earth dry to power magic. Still doesn't explain why they're also terraforming, but it's a start. Thank you.
Don't know if I like the voice acting
I'm
with Tara.
here when you need me.
I mean, she's not military, so having like a jovial, happy, smile voice the entire time isn't exactly out of place, but... Alright, so that's all we're going to show for now. The patch comes out literally tomorrow, so then we can do more of the missions, but just at the end of this video, I guess, for the campaign side of things, it's much better. It was much better. Is it blowing me out of the water like, you know, the best RTS stuff I've ever seen? I guess not, but it's a very odd place to be as a Stormgate viewer, I suppose, and player, because you know where they are and you know your expectations that were set before everything was released, and so you kind of don't know if you're undervaluing or overvaluing some of the things, I guess, but I just think this is much better. There's no argument against that, I would say. And you could argue amongst yourselves, or you think that it's enough, I suppose, but it is much better. It looks more up to date. It feels like its theme is a little more concentrated on cooler stuff, I suppose. The change to Amara and the story in general needs to be changed 100%. I don't know what exactly happened behind the scenes of the story, but they'd hired some like best-selling author who was, I think, not a part of anything Blizzard-wise. I'm not sure about that, but still. And then we ended up with almost exactly like a Blizzard clone, story-wise, of Arthas. So that absolutely needs to be changed. Whether or not Amara being different is good or not is yet to be seen. I think there's a lot of potential if this is a setup right now, and then she's going to become more of a leader, more of a commander, more grizzled, you know. Maybe she does start to feel like a little conflict morally without the super obvious just like copy of Arthas taking a sword to really complete it, right? That's fine. I think that'd be great. I think that it's a good place for her to eventually become a respected, I guess, hero. But if they keep her like this throughout the entire campaign as it is right now, I know there's plans for further missions, but still, then that might be a little disappointing. But if we go through, the 6 or whatever missions that are available, and then by the end of it, she starts making like snappier decisions, she starts talking more like a commander, she's forced to confront some moral dilemmas, that would be far more interesting. And maybe she eventually becomes the Amara of old, but yeah. New character models all look much better. Some of them still look a little off, I would say. But they're definitely better than what was available to us in the first few missions, especially the cutscenes. If you're not going to have a particularly good 3D model for a cutscene, don't use it. It was just the advice that I had, which was too late. But, and I think it's what they did here, right? They didn't bother trying to have cutscenes with the in-game models, which were always going to look a little funkier because of the vision and the perspective issue. So instead, just put up the art instead, or put up their head and focus on animating the head. It's much better. They might still have very limited tools, or not tools, but time and money and all that. But it feels like what they're doing with it is just a little more concentrated, and we're also getting what I think we expect from a modern RTS when it comes to these in-between mission moments, being able to run around the ship, talk to people. Hopefully they flesh that out even more as the game goes on. Being able to upgrade units and perhaps have different loadouts eventually is also, I think, just something you need to do, because StarCraft 2 has one of the funnest campaigns. The story, everyone argues about whether it's good or not, but besides that, it's just a fun campaign. Wings of Liberty was a great campaign, and a lot is because of all those little touches that they did to flesh out the world and flesh out the characters that you were going to be working with. So it was desperately needed, because that, set the bar 15 years ago, and we need that to be improved. So hopefully they continue doing more of it. But right now, absolutely the best update so far for Stormgate. 100%. The campaign looks and feels so much cooler. There's a darkness to it that I really like, that I think Amara might eventually also kind of mold into a little bit of a darker character. And I'm looking forward to what, more of the missions will provide. And I also personally hope that they keep the Infernals a little more secretive, because showing them and their bickering behind the scenes, and with those kind of subpar cinematics as well from the original campaign, it just didn't do anything to help the Infernals, and now with the updated graphics, the redesigned units, and then all of this more dark, grittier, alien-like missions, like, they're going to be so much cooler if you just keep them behind the scenes for an extended period of time. So yeah, it's a great start. I do wish that this was more akin to the very start, but early access and the time crunch that they were on meant that they couldn't do it, and I'm glad that they invested a lot of time and effort into redoing what I think is definitely the most important part about an RTS, which is going to be how fun the campaign is, how much that draws people in. The multiplayer also has had changes. We saw a glimpse of that, I suppose, in the campaign. And I think the co-op also is going to be improved. It's a very big update, and it's still technically early access, so hopefully there's more big updates like this to come. So if you are interested in playing it, it comes out Tuesday, tomorrow, literally a day after this video is going to be released. And I think that's going to be the missions as far as you have acquired them, if you bought the extra missions, as well as the ladder being free and the co-op having initial free heroes or whatever it is. So just, it's a good chance to check back in on Stormgate if you have been mildly interested, if you were optimistic about their chances to improve, and if you already bought everything, or you just are willing to play the free-to-play stuff just to give it another go. Either way, there's basically no reason not to try this out again, and I think it is much, much better. So good job, Frost Giant. Hopefully the improvements keep coming. If you missed out on some of the other improvements, we got the Amara redesign right, but then we also had further hotkey updates, if that's a big issue for you guys, as there was a not as big update in my opinion, but still like an important update a couple months ago, and they've been trying to include all these important updates as the game has gone on. So now that the campaign is going to be out and you can try it again, that's always the great place to start an RTS. Pick up Stormgate again, give it a go. Let me know your thoughts. Kind of two big ones, I guess, is, do you think it's a massive improvement? And do you think that this is the right track, that they're on the right track to kind of redeem themselves from a subpar early access launch? So yeah, that'll be the discussion down in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I might be streaming some of this as well in the coming days to my stream, twitch.tv/ZombieGrub. So I'll see you guys here or there. Bye-bye.